the screen name being Super Hobbit, I'm actually super short in real life. So this is just to demonstrate what a small little man that I am.
Adjust the autofocus, which likes to go fucking ballistic.
No, that's how we look in real life. We just blur in and out of reality from time to time.
Right.
It's like in not Shadowrun, Numenera, like exists partially out of plane. You just sometimes start falling through a wall. No, you're good. You're good.
Right.
You're just.
No, Alex, I'm gonna move us up.
Okay.
A hair.
Just a hair.
I'm gonna take my coffee out.
I will move the water first before disasters happen.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Killing spree.
It's nice. Nice butt shot for the ladies. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's how you get stream views, baby. Stream views.
All right.
Steamy streams.
As I walk around, all professionally.
Yes. You're probably wondering why we've gathered you here. Yeah.
Well, welcome! You finally made it to the summit. You know what? I have to
D-Man.
fucking zoom in over here because this is the smallest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is not the first time I ever heard that, by the way.
Ladies. Oh, man. What's going on, D-Man? That's actually a very loyal follower from my YouTube Twitch stuff.
What's up, man? How's it going?
So it's nice to see. Thanks
Very
for joining,
nice.
man. Always appreciate it.
Awesome.
There's
Don't
a
mind
cool
my
dude.
blinded face over here. That will be adjusted here in a second as I reduce the amount of exposure.
We're just that pale, actually.
So
I'm on fire right now.
don't worry. Every time we go to stream, it always resets my settings to the most natural state.
Yes, which is ghostly, ghastly.
I feel like I had more settings last time. No, I didn't. Exposure.
I feel like so exposed. Oh, I'm concealed. Oh,
Hold on, we're melting.
Oh God! Don't mind the sun. It's just,
Actually, we're good right there.
Let's go with that. Don't want to completely mask our.
He did say he was a Hobbit loyalist.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Anyways, thanks for joining.
Yep.
We'll get started as per usual.
Yep.
What we've been playing. I will start. I won't make
Go
it
for it,
awkward
man.
anymore this time. Obviously, we've been playing Vanilla WoW the past week.
Yes, you have. I've been seeing your the notifications on Steam. Well, not maybe with you, but with Eric.
Oh, Eric.
And,
yeah,
a
Eric
couple
shows
others.
up. So yeah, I'll probably put mine on Steam because then I can get the overlay.
That's what it's all about, baby.
There
All
we
about
go.
that overlay and them notifications.
So other than that, so a glass of water is named Alex.
Yes.
Yes,
That actually is pretty funny. I'm trying to rearrange it to any closer than that is just gonna go off the table. But yes.
There's Al. Oh, hold on. I'm surprised the stream just didn't lose all bitrate.
Yeah.
There's Alex. The nice water. That is perfect. Good call on that one. That is amazing.
That joke went right over my head at first, but
It did too. It did mine. And then I looked at the camera and I was like, okay, now I understand.
Well, no, Justin's joke about the microphone.
Oh, the
I forgot about that shit.
yes. Remember the first stream?
Yeah.
What's the first?
It was one of the first streams where we were having bitrate issues. This was on my end. We were hosting in my apartment, and we were having bitrate issues. And we were going through the usual motions of checking the quality, checking to see what other things are running, just the usual standard bullshit stuff. And at one point, and because I gesticulate when I talk, in my gestures, I accidentally backhanded the microphone. And then the bitrate just popped back to normal, and everything was fine. So we've established that abusing the microphone, this microphone specifically,
Yes.
fixes network issues.
It does.
So
Increases the bitrate.
Yes.
That we have. It makes it fluctuate back to normal.
it makes your computer download more RAM,
Yes, it does. More RAM if you hit microphones.
downloads more dedicated WAM.
Dedicated. Do you have how much dedicated WAM did it cost to run a server?
There's nothing okay with making fun of speech impediments, but I laugh like an asshole because I am an asshole. So
Right.
that's to be expected.
Exactly. For the past week we've been playing Vanilla WoW. We actually did one of the old instances last night. By the way, we're only like level 20. We're level 20 now. I'm about like level 22.
Nice.
We've been playing I'd say 1 day and 8 hours, I think is my playtime so far.
Wow. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, so there's that. And we spent 3 hours doing Whaling Caverns last night, which is one of the earliest instances.
Whaling, like whalers on the moon, like hunting whales.
I wish.
Aw.
Whaling Caverns!
I know!
There he is!
The whales are just walking around in this cavern.
Yes. That would make it more enjoyable. No, we forgot how slow everything was. So it was a very long process last night completing that. The first night we tried to do it, we did not complete it because we got in like an hour in and we kept wiping. So we just called it quits. Other than that, I really haven't been playing much of it. One other thing. Sorry. One Finger Death Punch.
I've seen you play that.
I got One Finger Death Punch on the Steam sale for like $1.50. Right.
Money well spent.
It was money well spent because I've now played like 5 hours of that game. That is so fun. It is one of the most simplest games I've ever played in my life.
Oh man, that's awesome.
But for some reason, being a samurai kung fu stick man fighting off other stick people is one of the most enjoyable experiences of my life.
What more do you need? It's perfect.
It is absolutely
D-Man
perfect.
knows what's up. That game is
He
awesome.
does.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if this is a spider over the chat or a gnat, but it keeps rising and falling.
He's just swinging around. My guess is Spider.
Yes.
It's a tiny little dude.
Other than that, those are the two actual games I've only been playing. Other than that, today the new Batman game came out on PS4. PS4 also has PlanetSide 2 came out on PS4
Really?
today. So,
Interesting.
I actually downloaded PlanetSide 2 while I was at work, so I probably won't enjoy it tonight, but I'll enjoy it some other night.
Yeah.
But, I used to play it on PC.
Oh.
I figured I'd give it a try on
Yeah.
PlayStation 4. So
I've heard a lot of people voice their discontent over PlanetSide 2 as time goes on. Apparently it started off quite fun, but
yeah,
I've heard a lot of complaints as it goes on. And I think part of that have been the changes to accommodate the console stuff.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I can't say myself I haven't played it in a long
No.
time.
When I was playing it, it was kind of basically a lot of people had gunships just chilling in the air,
Yep.
and they AFK'd almost the entire game, and their gunship just shot people.
Yep.
So that
Sounds about right. Yeah.
What have you been doing?
What are you gonna do? I've been playing some of the usual suspects lately. Played some. I think I mentioned I played some Starbound with some buddies. I think that was probably late last week, which was a lot of fun. That game is always one of those dangerous, like, I'm exploring this cavern and I'm about to reach the end. Oh, but here's one more vein that this cavern continues. Oh, I'll continue that, then I'll go to bed. It's getting late, 1 a.m. or so. You know, respectable adult time to go to bed on a weekend. And oh wait, one more opening. Yeah, sure, why not? And oh, there's a light over here, so let's dig down there and see what it is. And then it's 4 a.m. and what am I doing with my life? So Starbound is always fun. One game that I picked up on the Steam sale specifically to play with some buddies of mine is Icewind Dale, the remastered edition. I don't know if you ever played the Baldur's Gate or the Neverwinter Nights, any of those games, the old school D&D
remember
games.
people playing at Neverwinter Nights, but
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Okay, it's similar to Neverwinter Nights.
Okay.
It's similar to Baldur's Gate. For the D&D Nights, the D&D people of the audience, who are not familiar with it, it falls somewhere in between second and third edition. What's the acronym? There's an acronym for like not armor class, but there's another representation for how you decide whether or not, how the game decides whether or not you hit something. It's all very different from what I'm used to. I'm a 3.5 guy and a Pathfinder guy, so it's a little weird, but it's a lot of fun. It's very combat-centric, which is a little weird. I understand that the Baldur's Gate games are typically more story-based, but this lends itself well for multiplayer.
Right.
And it's been very enjoyable, been pretty difficult so far. We've already had a number of deaths, which is good, because this is the kind of game where you make a character, and if there's death, you can either spend a crap ton of money to resurrect him, like in D&D, or roll a new character.
Oh, does he perma-die?
Yeah.
So, like, after... Do you have to spend the money then and there, or...
You would have to go back to town, get the money, resurrect him, bring him back, pick up his gear. It's pretty hardcore.
That's pretty awesome.
It's a very fun game.
Diablo had that system. Me and my friend Kyle were playing hardcore Diablo.
Oh, you're a braver soul than I.
I actually really enjoyed it.
It is. It's fun. It's fun.
I think that's the way I want to play from now on. To be honest, it's a fun experience when you think you're like you always have this fear of dying.
Yeah. It's very real. The threat is real.
Was Sow on Wheels? Is that his name?
Why So on Wheels?
Why So on Wheels? Justin, Alex, what is your
Why
all-time
So
favorite
serious?
game for any system?
Why don't you go first?
Mine is obviously Final Fantasy VII.
Yes.
That just can't. It cannot be beaten. So.
Oh man, why so you missed out last week? Of course, was in the midst of E3, and we usually stream on Tuesdays, and of course, Sony dropped the dropped the mixtape. They dropped the mic on Monday, and I think by the time we streamed on Tuesday evening, we were joking that Justin was still in a wheelchair because his body could not physically handle the amount of enjoyment that it was too much.
I'm just happy that they're making a remake and not a remaster.
I'm just happy you're alive right now.
I am
and not
too.
dead from excitement. Yeah, it looks fucking cool.
Amanda, I will say that my girlfriend Amanda, she did come in and check on me whenever I watched the video. I was on Skype with Brad and Eric, and I'll never forget, because apparently I was just going,
Is he dying
over
in
and
there?
over, and apparently she came in and she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yeah. And she said, "I thought you, like, fell down or something. Like, I was permanently crippled, so
Like
your
he's
wheelchair
on the-
statement makes sense."
Like he's ruptured a lung
Yeah.
or something. Like he's just turning blue.
So she came in and checked on me, and it was all fine after that.
Oh, it's fucking good. I'm always split between probably two games, either the first Half-Life or Bomberman 64.
That is a
And that's a tough choice. Half-Life 2 because it's such a landmark game. It's like one of the, I would argue, the best game ever, but that's a very tricky argument to make, and it's very subjective. But to me, it's the best game ever made. But Bomberman 64 for the nostalgia, pretty much the nostalgia alone. Not a great game, but a pretty good one, and one that I will always associate with in that N64 era of nostalgia. So fucking good. But yeah, as far as the games that I've been playing this week, I mentioned Starbound, I mentioned Icewind Dale, and Icewind Dale has been especially very fun, mainly because I actually had never played any of the Baldur's Gate games. This is my first foray. I mean, I've played Diablo, I've played games similar to it, but it's a fairly unique experience.
I'm trying to think of when I played Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
I did play a Baldur's Gate game.
Okay.
I did play... Oh, it was on a console. I cannot think of the fucking name of it.
Well, there was the Dark Alliance spin-off games.
I think that's probably what I played.
Yeah, and those are awesome games. They exist in the same universe, but they play very different from the Baldur's Gate of yours. So it's
they were
both
more
very
Diablo-esque.
They were awesome. I loved
They
Dark
were very
Alliance.
fun.
So fucking good. I'm actually kind of bummed they stopped that spin-off. It's pretty much dead in the water. But yeah, they are good games. If you can track them down, I don't know of a good way to acquire them nowadays. PS2, GameCube, Xbox era. So
I think they were making a remake of the Baldur's
were they
Gate.
really?
I don't hold me to that, but I think I recall them saying that they were going to make a remake of it.
Well, I know that they made the remastered editions of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and of course Icewind Dale.
Right, okay.
So if they continue...
That might be what I'm thinking of.
Well, it might, but if they continue down that warpath and also cut into the spin-off series games, I'd be all about that. So that would be pretty badass. But, it was Splatoon and Ys.
Splatoon. What is Splatoon? I've heard a lot about it.
Oh, yes. It's a game for the Wii U that, it's really the first time in a long time that Nintendo has really gone into the shooting, genre, if you want to call it. It's more of a third-person shooter, not first-person. And it's squad-based. It kind of has elements of MOBAs in it, where the point of the game is it's a 4 versus 4. You start on opposite sides of a map, or some sort of map configuration. The goal is to cover as much of the map with paint, or your color, your team's color, as you can before the timer runs out. And if you kill someone, of course there's no killing, it's a Nintendo game, but if you destroy someone, whatever the game wants to call it, they'll respawn back in their base, and where they died will be an explosion of your paint color. So it's in your best interest to kill people when you see them, but the focus is on trying to cover the arena in creative ways. There's lots of different tools with which you can do it, lots of different weapons. Really fun fucking game. I played the demo because they did a multiplayer demo of it a couple weeks back. I guess it's more like a month or so ago. Mm-hmm. And it was as the kids call it, a blasty blast. And it's only a matter of time, D-Man, before I call it splatting. Splatting is the kill. Yes.
Okay.
It's not frags or kills. It's splatting. It's splats.
Splatting.
But the game is fucking fun. It's reminiscent of MOBAs, like I said. It's got some. A lot of people have compared it to Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Sunshine.
Okay.
As well as some of the Tony Hawk, skate on an area to paint it your color, and the more people who have that kind of style.
I get what you're saying.
So
okay.
it's very fun, and I know I would certainly recommend the shit out of it for Wii U owners out there. And Ys is a series that I've yet to get into, but from all my JRPG friends, or friends who are fans of that series, have spoken very highly of Ys. Am I pronouncing it right? Ys is how I always like it, but I don't know.
Yeast.
Infections origin. Oh god, that sounds fucking awful.
Gross.
Spread more ink. Gross. No, I'm just kidding. No, the game is fucking cool. I don't have it yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time before I do, as it looks neato.
Anything else?
Those have been the probably the
two.
big ones, yeah, and the Secret World. But I talk about that game all
Right,
the time.
exactly. That would be like me saying that I play one of the most common games. You know?
Uh-huh.
That'd be like me saying I play Warcraft every week.
Yeah, gosh,
you know?
who says
Weird.
that though? Gosh, what a nerd.
Did you read that he said that he would be more than happy to spread some ink alongside you.
Ladies.
That's right.
Yes. No, like I said, that game is fucking cool. It's
Yeah.
only a matter of time before I get that shit because it's pretty neat. Yeah, love that shit.
So, you sent me some topics today.
I did.
Actually did not put them in the spreadsheet, like I said I did. I don't have my phone on me.
Table flip.
So now you're just
Table
going to have
flip?
to get your phone out and tell me what you said to me.
There were a couple ideas. I always have a multitude of stupid ideas rolling
I'll let
around
you
in my
pick,
head.
because I usually am the one who ends up picking. I will let you pick.
Okay. Well, this would be a good transition then into some of the stuff. Well, the only thing we talked about last week. Last week we dedicated the entire stream to talking about motherfucking E3 because we were both riding that hype train like a
Yes.
bastard.
I did. Before we start,
Yes.
I did have one thing to talk about that
One
I
thing,
did not
one thing.
mention
One thing.
regarding E3. Shenmue, right?
Yes.
Shenmue had a good old giant blow up, and then they had a Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
The Kickstarter, as many don't understand, is not to fund the game,
Right.
as the game is already being funded
By Sony.
by Sony.
And question mark Sega? Like Sega question mark?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter
Mhm.
is for the investors to judge
Yes.
how popular and
Mhm.
how wanted the game is going to be.
Yep.
Which means how much money is going to be put towards
Uh-huh.
the game itself.
Yes. You're absolutely correct.
So basically, this is just extra money for them.
Yeah.
Does that make you mad? That makes me mad.
That was
personally.
actually one of the topics I wanted to bring up was
Okay.
and actually the topic that I was actually leading towards. So this is a perfect transition. Is the what's a good way to call it? The E3 morning after. That's fucking wrong.
Oh.
Oh god.
Where's my pill?
I regret everything. I'm kidding. I regret nothing. And the hype for Shenmue 3 is still real because, like we discussed last week, the fact that you can utter the words Shenmue 3 in a sentence and not have it instill like feelings of emotional loss and trauma is good. Is good. The fact that like it will have its final conclusion. Shenmue 2 ended on such a colossal cliffhanger. People have been asking for a sequel or a closure to the
Right.
trilogy for years, and to see it happen, it would for some for hardcore fans of Shenmue 1 and 2 to see this happen would be like my equivalent happiness of seeing Half-Life 3 become a reality. So like that, it's a big deal, and it's still a big deal. It's still awesome, but like you said, there's some. I don't know about that. There's some weirdness because there was the Kickstarter, and there were already. I didn't really think about it. No, rather, it's not that I didn't think about it, but I didn't look at the numbers like I should have when it was first announced because the initial Kickstarter goal was $2 million,
Right.
which was
surpassed
that's a chunk of
in
change.
one day.
Well, yeah, I think it was surpassed in like a matter of hours. It was
Right.
it was quick. That was chump change. I say that jokingly, but actually it kind of was because $2 million. That's you know. That's some coin.
A decent
That's
amount of money.
that's a couple bills, but it hung over, yeah. But it nowhere near encroaches the I want to say $17 million budget that the first Shenmue game had.
Correct.
And this $17 million figure. This was early 2000s, I think. I don't
Yeah,
think this
it
would
is.
I think it would have been. I don't think it would have been late 90s. I think it would have been early 2000s. So that's not accounting for things like inflation, which over the last 15 or so years have definitely been a thing.
Oh yeah.
So man, that's 2 million versus 17 million. That's like Justin said, that's not gonna fund a Shenmue game, or it's
No.
not gonna fund a good Shenmue game, because you expect the same level of production values and
Right.
the same amount of content, or if not more so. So yeah, it's exactly like you said. It's or at least that's my impression of it. Is that it's kind of a mix where Sony has said, oh no, don't worry, we're actually going to contribute to the funding. It's not all in the Kickstarter's hands. Which at first was like, okay, that's good to know, but then, well, why the fuck did you do the Kickstarter? And it was to gauge customer or consumer hype, and yeah, how do you measure the hype? We were just talking about that a little bit ago. How do you measure hype, and how publishers love pre-orders as a metric, because they love a nice, sexy number that they can
what they love
pack into a number and say, look at this sales meeting.
They love numbers.
Yeah, I'm around.
Numbers.
I worked with business people for like 4 years. I was surrounded by them, and I can agree. I can attest to the fact that they love their shit out of the numbers. So, I don't know. It's a weird way of using Kickstarter.
Don't mind this ominous
box. And yeah, never mind the man behind the box, the man behind the curtain. But yeah, I just don't know. That's an odd way of using Kickstarter. I always considered Kickstarter to be crowdfunding, not crowd. How do hype measurement, like crowd measurement or crowd anticipation measurement. Like it's almost like some weird survey. I don't know. The way it's being used in this context makes me a little uncomfortable. Not so much so that I'm like calling for it to be taken down. I'm not gonna be one of those guys. I'm not a hater for it. But it's just a weird way of using it, and one that leaves a slight, kind of a bitter taste in my mouth. Crowd gauging.
Oh my God,
That's good. I like that, D-Man. Crowd gauging. Let's go with that.
I apologize. We are now.
Oh man, I am ghastly. I'm transparent. You can see right through me. Whoa, boy. Whew.
Sorry.
There's just explosions. We actually live in a war zone right now. So and now we're in.
Don't mind me.
Moving on. But so yeah, it's weird. It's very weird, and I guess I just don't know how I feel about it yet. Maybe because it's so early on. The Kickstarter's still going on. It's hard to say how much money they're going to raise. Like Justin said, I think there's some implications there where Sony will only fund so much of their money, like as a percentage of, or maybe 120%, like some percentage, some number based on what the Kickstarter gets. And I just don't know. I understand some trepidation. Shenmue is notorious for being, like I said, $17 million. God damn, that was unheard of back in the day.
Right. But the thing, the shit that was in the game, you had day and night cycles.
Yep.
You had every single AI in the game was scripted with a day fucking agenda.
Yeah.
Everyone had their own shit to do.
That's ridiculous.
How do you do that? In such a small... I mean, obviously they didn't have a ton of memory.
Yeah.
You couldn't have.
Yeah.
Like you're only on a DVD disc. Wait, what did Dreamcast use? They didn't use DVDs yet, did they?
I think it was somewhere in between. I think it was better than just a regular CD.
Right, I'm sure it had more data.
Probably, but yeah, I'd have to look it up, honestly. But yeah, man, they threw shit tons of money at that shit and made it awesome, but man, they did not recoup those losses even by the smallest degree. They lost fuck tons of money on it, so...
Right.
And I think 2, I actually don't know the figures for 2, but if I had to guess, it probably cost a fair amount and probably sold pretty well, but didn't come near being profitable. So from a publisher perspective, again, all about them sexy numbers, I can understand that trepidation. And, part of me maybe it's just like, maybe we should just be fucking grateful that it's happening at all. Even if the funding for it is a little dubious, can you blame them?
No.
And I just don't know. I'm stuck somewhere in the middle, as I often am.
I feel mad about it because I just feel like you were taking more advantage of people who then again are also going to pre-order the game. This isn't the pre-order value. This is, they're obviously one of the Kickstarters is that you are getting the game, obviously.
Yeah.
But not everybody's going to do this, and you're still going to get all those pre-orders.
Right.
It's like, do you really need this much extra? Like, do you really need that? And then we see more and more games nowadays that have they get all this money, and then you don't see anything from it. You don't see anything extra. You don't see anything bonus. So it just looks like everything's half-assed. So I don't know. It makes me worried because I already have this weird odd stigma with Kickstarter, anyways, as you know.
Which is warranted, and that raises a really good point because comparing a game pre-order versus a Kickstarter investment that includes a pre-order bonus, they are two fairly separate beasts, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Because on the one hand, a pre-order is for a product. It is a product as you know that it will, as you can assume that it will exist. And it's outside of your hands. Like that money is going to the publisher and also to the developer, but like it's not helping the game along. The game is being made whether you pre-order or not, or
Right.
whether 1,000 people pre-order or not, or 1,000,000 people. That game is coming out. It might sell like shit, but that shit's coming out regardless. A Kickstarter thing, however, if you throw $20 at a developer and that bonus includes a pre-order copy of the game or a promise copy when it comes out, I mean, if 1,000 people didn't click that go button or 1,000,000 or however many, then the game wouldn't happen, and it's a completely different deal. So it's like on the one hand, the consumers or what have you are kind of out of the equation for the regular pre-order, but for the Kickstarter, they're more involved or they're necessary, really. So yeah, it's seeing one being used as the other is an odd choice, and the more I think about it, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm upset by it or not, or whether I should just shut my stupid mouth and just let the game fucking come out and be grateful that we're getting a fucking sequel or trilogy ending.
Trilogy
this,
ending, yeah, because it will be the last one.
I just don't know, but it's dubious. That's some shit right there.
What's up, Chimpin?
Chimpin and Sizzle. What's going on?
What's up, man?
What's going on? These
Um,
guys.
What was the actual topic?
Just the post E3, the morning
Post E3,
after,
morning after.
the week after, the now that we rode that hype train like a boss and like, you know, with cowboy hats in the air, flailing wildly. So now that the hype train is stopped off the station, we've collected ourselves, we've rushed ourselves off of the dust and all the other crazy shenanigans. We've stepped off the hype train and looked at ourselves in the mirror and said, "Oh dear God!" and like, what the fuck just
I'm
happened?
still excited about
I mean,
Final Fantasy.
we're still excited, no doubt, but I know I had some asterisks to my excitement, some little fine print indicators. Shenmue was one of the big ones.
Right.
The other big one, well, less than big, but what was odd was that both the Shenmue and the Final Fantasy VII announcement were in Sony's press conference. At minimum, because Square Enix was presenting the next day, I expected the Final Fantasy VII shit, if it did happen, I expected it to happen in their conference. But Sony did it, and I'm okay with that. But it was just like, I wonder why they got it. And then the Shenmue thing dropped out. And in all fairness, it sounds like it's gonna be. Well, actually, I don't know. So I'll ask you, Justin. Do you know if Shenmue 3 will be on the PS4 and PC?
They stated they are making it for the PS4.
Okay.
Possibly other platforms.
Okay. In that case, that might make more sense. Because at first I was like, well, if it's going to be on multiple platforms, and I guess
It's
of
kinda like-
all big ones, I guess
Yeah.
what I'm getting at is that the the reaction, the general public, the genuine gaming populace, is unmistakable. People have been like, holy shit, Sony killed it on motherfucking E3, which is fairly well deserved praise, but I almost feel like it's for stuff that kind of would have happened regardless of their involvement.
Right. It would have.
Shenmue, I feel, however, knowing what you just said, that lends itself, and since they are, you know, despite our reservations, they are doing at least some of the funding for the Shenmue. That makes it a little bit more understandable. So, it struck me as odd though. What an odd choice, and you know, I like to think that it's not just because they wanted to have a flashy presentation. I'm sure that was part of it, but I mean, you know, as much as Nintendo fanboys and Microsoft fanboys like to paint Sony as being this evil money grubbing entity, I do think that I got the impression that they were just as excited to be announcing that shit as we were to see it. So, I don't know. It was just an odd occurrence to notice that Sony was given all these great presentation stuff, and the reaction has been, man, Sony killed it. I'm gonna buy a PS4 and I'm on that hype train. Just an interesting way of kind of playing the crowd, I guess.
They did play the crowd. The thing is that Sony didn't really introduce anything new. You know, there was nothing super new about. It was mostly stuff that people anticipate. You know, people want.
Yeah.
So they are speaking to the crowd. No, you didn't miss Alex's challenge, by the way. Oh, and Legendary Lyric. For DayZ, I feel the same way as you.
Oh, yeah. Good example.
My girlfriend and I, my girlfriend and I and like 5 friends bought DayZ. We played a month, and yeah, we definitely are all in the same boat as you. We feel like that nobody, you know, that we feel like the developers kind of left that game. So, but yeah, there's nothing new. Sony kind of played to the crowd exactly what they should do.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that. I wanted Final Fantasy VII. I'm glad they did it.
Yep.
So, Oh, let me just move the microphone over. Do I sound better?
It's maybe because I'm such a loudmouth.
Nah.
I get excited.
Well, okay, but the one thing I was excited for Sony was I don't know if it's a Sony exclusive. Okay, Last Guardian's good, but we've been wanting that for a while. You know, it's about fucking time that they kind of give us a glimpse at that.
Yeah.
By the way, what they looked at in so you think about the Last Guardian and what we saw back in 2010. We saw screenshots. Looks exactly the fucking same as now. I'm sorry, wasn't that PS3?
Yeah, kind of. Well, I think it looks better, but yeah, it's pretty much the same.
It's very
yeah,
similar.
It's pretty much the same, yeah.
But, okay, besides that, No Man's Sky. I've actually been looking a lot into it.
Yeah.
It's a game that's going to be cool. It's going to be Minecraft-esque for me,
awesome.
so, like, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I haven't really read in it's multiplayer, correct? Like, there is a multiplayer function to it, or is it just a single-player experience?
You know, that's a good question. I know that the universe exists in a multiplayer, it exists in a multi-accessible environment. I don't know if two people fly to the same planet, if they'll see each other and be able to interact. I would assume so.
Right.
Just based on what we're seeing. Also, I haven't looked this up to confirm it, but one of my friends said that they announced a PC version, so it's not an exclusive. So that to me,
I like that.
yeah, I'm the hype. The hype.
I
is
would
real.
want to play No Man's Sky on my PC. To be honest,
I would totally as well. If I owned a PS4,
I love the
I'd rather
fact
PC.
that it's all procedurally generated.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like the fact that there's an infinite amount of planets. Truly,
Man.
The goal of it is to get to the center of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
What an awesome goal!
Well, it's
like,
so
that's
fucking cool.
There's a space station in every galaxy. You can go to the planets. You can harvest minerals from it. You have to build warp drives and stuff like that to advance on. It just sounds amazing. Creatures and people that live on these planets will kill you, or they're friendly to you. They could be friendly. They could be scared of you. There's just so many possibilities, but I feel like the game is going to be like this.
Eric nailed it.
Eric did nail it. Yeah, please don't make it for consoles and then make it for PC. Eric, how is Batman on the PC? Yeah, exactly.
He's the time he would have set between the Twitch delay. There's no way he could have known.
No,
to say
he
that.
wouldn't.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry.
They dropped the ball with the new Arkham game.
Yeah, so I've heard.
But like, No Man's Sky is gonna be like Minecraft to me, which is I'm gonna play the metric piss out of it. And then I'm going to be done with it because I will have seen it all.
Oh, okay.
And it gets to that point for me where I'm just like, I don't feel like there's any more that I can physically do to make myself enjoy this game.
Right, yeah.
I mean, granted, I played Minecraft for a solid 6 months. We had our own server.
Yep.
We made constant shit. But it just got to the point where we had everything. And then I was like, well, I could start over. And then we started over, and I was like, I had everything on the previous server.
You beat Minecraft.
Right.
A game that cannot be beat. When you beat it, it's like, well, shit, now what do I do? And Eric said he hadn't quite gotten into it yet. But,
remember, keep it at 30 frames. Don't go crazy with the 60s.
60 frames all the way, man. 60 frame master race. Feels good.
So Legendary Lyric says, how do you feel about a new Half-Life? Also, with a new engine, what's going to happen to CSGO and skins? Think there will be a transfer of items to new game or just major updates and expansions? How do you think the community will react to new games versus updates?
Oh, man. That's like 6 topics right there. That's beautiful.
This is lovely.
Oh, man, I love it.
So, with, what is it? Source 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm pretty excited. And hello, hold on, Lava Lurd. What?
That's quite a screen name.
That is quite a screen name. I'm just going to call you Lava.
I like it.
And we'll go with that. Hello.
How's it going? Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Source 2 is going to do awesome for Dota 2.
As
I know
we've
that
seen.
for a fact because we've seen it. We've seen the new UI. We've seen the updated character models. We've seen the ability to add more elements to the armors. There's more lighting.
Yep.
All around looks great. They're actually able to make custom games now using the new engine. They have ultimate customizable abilities.
Yep.
Let me increase our brightness here because we're getting a little dark. Since for some reason the sun. By the way, the sun's just going to come back. Anyway, I'll just.
The sun's going to bust through the window and just punch us in the face.
Hello, Cold World.
What's going on?
And 666.
Number of the beast.
Yes.
When you were describing No Man's Sky, like the idea of like getting to the center of the universe and like it sounded like a Death Clock concept album theme. I was like, oh, it's so fucking metal.
It, for some reason, it reminds me of Riddick.
You know, I could see that too.
Because then Riddick wasn't the guy trying to get to the Underverse, which
Something like, yeah, I'd have to look it up, honestly. It's been a
Riddick, by the
while.
way, makes no sense. So
Yeah.
when you look it up, it's not actually going to make any sense to you.
Well, I mean, that's the story of my life. But, yeah, but dude, let's wrap up the first topic, then we'll
Right.
go to Legendary, because I like where your head's up.
Yeah,
where your
sorry.
head's at
Yeah,
Legendary. That's
we'll
awesome.
get to that in a second.
Yeah. But and honestly, I don't know if I had any additional thoughts. I do think Last Guardian was very deserved to be in Sony's press conference, because that's something that's a nest egg that a lot of people have been hoping would hatch, and I'm glad that it is finally happening. And I think it looks fucking cool. As a non PS4 owner, I think it looks fucking great.
Yep.
So I'm super excited.
Excuse me
And
just for
yeah,
a
go for it, man.
second.
And I'm super excited that good call. Even better lighting. Now that we have lamps.
But I'm sure the sun will come back here in a second. So.
Yep. But yeah, it's like I said, it's hard. I can't really be a hater just because I do feel that the Sony stuff went so well, and the positive reaction is not undeserved, but there were just interesting choices about what things were presented and under whose presumed ownership was just really all I was getting at. Just odd.
Yes, let there be slightly more light.
Slightly, yes, ever so slightly, yes.
Sorry, our
Bing.
lighting is an odd situation. We have just my odd ceiling one, and then we have my window, which the sun sometimes decides to just blare in. So it's off and on here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? You guys streaming? Mind if I
Right.
join in? Because I'm gonna.
Right. So, did you want to get back to his question now?
So yeah, let's hop to Legendary's topic. So yeah,
So,
stuff
I like
about
that.
new Half-Life, or like hopefully eventually new Half-Life, and
I think
Source 2. Man.
With Source 2, I think they're going to usher in Half-Life finally. I think they've been waiting for Source 2. I don't think we'll see it in the next year. I don't think we're going to hear anything about it for maybe a couple years. But I think with Source 2, I think you'll be able to actually... they'll be actually able to create stuff for it. What's going on here?
Chat is going ham right now. I fucking love it.
Yes.
Oh, the friends. That would explain the screen. That would explain why we can't pronounce the screen
Right.
because we're American idiots.
And then I think with CSGO, I don't think they're going to convert the game itself because that would take a considerable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dota 2 they're doing because they need to, as far as how big Dota 2 is getting. Well,
Yeah.
then again, CSGO has been getting really big over the past couple of years, so I don't know. There might be. They could surprise us. I personally don't see it. I don't see them exchanging. Then again, I don't know how hard it is to change engines inside these games, so... I don't know. I'm overall excited about Source 2. I have a good feeling about it.
Yeah, I'm all positive vibes here. I know that I remember reading somewhere there was actually a really funny interview with Gabe Newell. Well, the interview itself was pretty so-so, but the ending to it was really funny because the end of the interview they were like, "All right, Gabe, so we're gonna ask you this question that you've been asked thousands of times before." And you can hear him in the AV. He's like, "God, geez, here he comes." Like, "You're gonna ask about," and he's like, "So, the big question that we'd like to close out the interview with do you have any news at all about the sequel to the game that everyone has been asking for at least 10 years now, Ricochet?" And Gabe just bursts out laughing. He's like, "That was fucking good."
My God.
And I can't remember if it was this interview or a different one, but I remember it sticking out because it was mentioned, I think, by Gabe that part of the reason why they haven't had any announcements for Half-Life because they've been very tight-lipped and nothing either way. It's just nothing to announce. No comment. And part of the reason for that has been because of technical limitations. Is that there was something along the lines of like face tracking software for like motion capture. There was stuff where the general gist was we're getting there, but not quite where we want to get. So these things, they take time.
I totally understand it, and I want the next Half-Life to be the best that it can possibly be. I don't know. I just feel like they're doing the right thing. I'm kind of holding off on it. So.
I can't remember who said it first, but I always peg Shigeru Miyamoto as the one saying, you can make a bad game really quickly, but it doesn't. I'm paraphrasing here, but bad games are easy to make and they're quick to make, but it's hard. You can only make a game better by having it take longer. I know I can't speak French, by the way, until Lava's comments did.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Which I think
the bathroom
translate-
asking where the bathroom is because it's over there.
No, I
Okay.
believe that says, "Will you have sex with me?" Too?
Ah, okay.
I'm asking you.
Lewd. Suddenly, this just got 18
As
plus.
far as the Chimpin says about making a new one, so making a new CS,
That's what I'm thinking too.
that would be probably not the best in their cards. Though the thing is that people tend to stick to one version of a game,
They
which
do.
is bad. Which isn't it's not bad. It's good.
I mean, it's what people do.
You finish it, you polish it up so much that it gets really good in balance,
Uh-huh.
and then that's kind of where you stay. There's so many people that still play 1.6 because
Oh yeah, it's a huge
that's,
community.
That's the game they love. You know,
Yep.
like that's what they want. So I mean,
And Source.
I can fully understand that. Yeah, and as Legendary said, rip skins. That's basically how it be. Like, your skins are going to be gone. And a lot of people spend a ton of money on
They
skins.
do.
I mean, I cannot imagine when Team Fortress 3 comes out, whenever people, decide that, oh, wow, all these hats I bought over all these years are now gone unless, Valve makes some crazy stuff where you can transfer skins. That
I would expect a transfer system. Personally, I would expect that.
You would
fully.
think so?
Especially,
Well,
at
then-
least for Counter-Strike. I don't know about
Right.
maybe.
There's a lot of money that's being passed around, and I think
There's-
it's best in the consumer value to do it. So
I would see that, and I
I
think
could
it
see
would be. It would not be inexpensive to implement. I think it would not be. It would not be trivial to implement, but it would probably. If they were to make a new game, I think that's the avenue that they would take. Is that they would allow for some way to transfer over your account purchases to the
Right.
new one, or at least maybe get your credit back some sort of way. I don't see Valve going the money grubbing way, if not just because they're already made of money.
Yeah,
I don't
Valve
know.
shits money. Like they just bend over, they crouch.
Yeah.
Like in public, they
Yes.
they don't even care where they're at, and then money comes.
And then they
out.
look you right in the eye and they pick it up,
Yes.
stuff in their wallet, and then walk away.
They love doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Valve's not in it for the. I mean, they are in it for the money. Obviously, they're a company. They're going to need to make money. But I think they're in it for the best
Yeah.
interest of all the community.
I think they would recognize, especially after the paid mods debacle, that
No shit.
a negative reaction to something like that, like your stuff not transferring over to a new game, if that were to happen, the backlash would be real, and it would be pretty rough. So I think that the public image or the public perception hit that they would take would far outweigh any positives they gain from a
wonder how many
monetary
people-
basis.
I wonder how many people refunded Batman today.
That's a good question. Is it on Steam? Actually, I didn't even think to
No.
look.
What, Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman is
If it's on Steam,
Yeah.
then, I mean, that's a valid question. I would be curious to know the numbers.
I'm curious, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the market would crash so hard if they announced a new one, buy up, and hope they transfer it to a new game. Yeah, I think Alex is pretty right, Legendary, as far as he's probably pretty correct on regards to there's going to be some type of transfer system.
I would hope.
I would think that they would have a way of transferring old skins or polishing them to a new, to the new standard. So I don't think Source 2 differentiates a terrible amount from the Source engine. I'm sure they use a lot of the same values, and I'm sure it could possibly be easily transferred. But I don't know. I don't work for Valve, unfortunately.
Yeah. I don't know. That's actually, and that's a valid question. To Chimpin's comment, to Eric's comment, because and yeah, if I had to guess, if I were a betting man, I would assume eventually a new game.
Oh, yeah.
And Dota 2 is probably going to stay Dota 2 for quite some time. I doubt they would make a Dota 3 anytime within the
They're
next 10
technically
years.
making Dota 3 right now with the new Source engine.
Well, that's actually a fair point. Do you know? Will they still call it Dota 2?
It is Dota 2.
Okay.
It is officially.
Because I mean,
I think that's
Yeah.
just the coin term now is Dota 2.
and maybe that's just it. Maybe they would. I don't know if remake the game is quite the way to put it, and I don't know the ins and outs of the Source engine, and I certainly don't know the ins and outs of the Source 2 engine. But like re-engineing a game would be, to me, would not be worth the effort. I would
No.
assume that if you're putting all those resources to just change a game's engine over to a new one, you might as well just make a new damn game, or a remastered version, some sort of new product that you can say, hey, look at this shiny new thing that uses the new engine. I feel like remaking the game to utilize the Source 2 engine would be such an ordeal that, I don't know, I would have a hard time justifying that. I think in this case, still calling it Dota 2 and just having it be a remastered version or a Source
Right.
2ified version, I think that makes sense, but Counter-Strike Go being Source 2ified, I think that would be quite a stretch. I think it would behoove them to just new product or remastered product, some sort of shiny new thing that they can put on store shelves
Right.
and make it look all fine and sexy. Shoutouts to our guest, the train.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can actually hear it, but
Yeah, I don't know. My mic can pick it up when we're playing games.
It probably
Also, Legendary, thanks for hanging out. And we might be when you're done with whatever game you're doing. I'm not sure what you're doing. So thanks for following as well.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks for the contribution to
We
the
will be
discussion.
back every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Just so you know, most every Tuesday. So
Yes. Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Usually Tuesday.
I don't know. I'm excited about Source 2
I am
in general.
The
I
possibilities,
trust,
man.
I typically trust Valve.
Yeah.
With usually everything.
Mhm.
Obviously, no company is perfect. So.
Yeah.
Um.
There's been a lot of really cool things done with the Source Engine too. Not by Valve, but
not
lots
by
of
Valve.
third-party stuff that's just been really awesome. So
Gary's
man,
mod.
Gary's motherfucking mod. That's a Desert Island game.
Gary's mod is the epitome of the Source Engine.
It is. It is.
It
pretty
shows
much,
you everything that it can do.
Here is the Source Engine. Just make it do. Make it
Stuff.
go.
My favorite is
I love it.
the Heavy from Team Fortress 2, and then you can get on him and ride him around. Like, he's got a seat, and he's holding it, and then you just get into the seat and drive him like a car.
Adorable.
That one of the best.
Love it. Yeah, I'm very optimistic for Source 2. I'm hoping it means lots of great third-party stuff, and maybe, just maybe, some new first-party stuff. A fella can dream, right?
Jimin says that he's not gonna lie. He wants a new Left 4 Dead game.
I'm with you there, man. I think we mentioned earlier, or last week rather, that or maybe, I don't know, a little while ago, that there have been some slight whisperings of some potential Left 4 Dead 3, Left 4 Dead 3
There is
assets.
going to be so much shit if they release Left 4 Dead 3 before Half-Life 3.
I would fully expect it. I think that's a much easier game to make than Half-Life 3.
Yeah, yeah.
People have been bitching at Valve, myself included. I'm part of that bitch fest. Have been bitching at Valve to say, "Hey man, you guys haven't made a new game since like technically Dota 2, and that's even debatable. And other than that, your latest game was Portal 2. And what the fuck, guys? So I mean, for me, I fucking love Left 4 Dead. So I'd be happy.
Left 4 Dead is good. Me and Amanda had good times with Left 4 Dead.
But the shit fest would be real because there are also assholes like me that say Half-Life 3, again, blah blah blah. So, I mean, also, I would understand the nerd rage.
No game has a 3.
But yeah, oh yeah.
No Valve game has a 3.
The joke is that Gabe cannot count to 3.
No.
It actually shows there's so many Photoshop things where like it shows him at McDonald's and like the only item, like everything on the item menu is everything on the menu is blacked out except for the number 3, and he just looks there with that face, and it just zooms in on his face and then zooms in and then zooms in, and that's the comic.
Amazing.
Nailed it.
Let's see.
Game Dev Tycoon, by the way, D-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Game Dev Tycoon is amazing. I used to play... Okay, I played Game Dev Tycoon before it was on PC. It was on my... I had it on my Android.
Yeah.
I had a Game Dev Tycoon
game.
I can't remember. Was it Game Dev Tycoon?
Yeah, I think it... Well, I know it's on the Android now. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, I think that's where I played it on, and it was a while. That was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I'd say. 4 years ago. Oh, God, that was a fucking just time waster. That thing was an amazing game. But also, what is the Sunstrider series? Do you know?
I'm sorry, the what?
Sunrider
series. You know, I'm actually not familiar with that.
I'm not familiar either.
I got nothing.
You'd have to educate me.
Yeah. With Game Dev Tycoon, were you the one that gifted it to me, D-Man? Someone gifted it to me, and I was like, oh man, this game's fucking cool, and I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was you. It was somebody. But,
Does anyone want Secret of the Magic Crystal? I have an extra copy.
10 out of 10 game of the year for the next 10 years. We were talking about that too as a visual novel. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice. I'm admittedly not super familiar with like tactical RPGs nor visual novels.
Tactical RPGs now, is that like I'm fully noob here, so tactical RPG, is that like
I say Fire Emblem.
Are we talking Banner Saga type deal? Do you know
I would assume. I don't know if that's the style of game that's going. But when I think tactical RPG,
like
I think
moving plots,
yeah,
and then using like a skill amount. Okay.
I think Banner Saga. I think Fire Emblem. I think like obviously RPG elements, leveling up, and all that fun stuff, but also like like party management. Yes, XCOM would be another good example of tactical RPG.
Okay,
they're
so
probably
I'm on the right track here.
They're probably the most extreme use of the word tactical because that game will fuck your mouth.
That game is amazing.
It's so tough. It's so difficult.
It is extremely difficult.
God.
I didn't know I didn't know how far I was supposed to be getting on the first time, and I was like, shit, my people are dying. I have nobody. I'm about to fucking quit this game,
man.
And I'm like,
so tough.
how is this supposed to be this hard? Like,
no.
So.
It's not on Steam anymore. Okay.
Okay. Damn. the Banner Saga was probably one of my favorite story-driven games.
Nice, yeah.
Recently, it's a very good game.
Mhm.
I would recommend it
So
to
I've
anyone who wants to play it. Anyone can play it. You can actually just dumb it down to the easiest level, and you can pretty much win every fight, no matter what. So if you just wanted it for the story, which is phenomenal, I would definitely check it out.
Win button. Boop.
Yeah, they did really well. I can't wait for the second one.
Nice.
Let's get into our match here.
Let's do it.
I asked you today.
So Justin asked me to make my choice, number 1 or number 2. Being that I'm an adult, I said number 2.
Har har.
And now I see a controller in front of me.
Yes.
Justin, what's this about? Tell me all about this.
All right, so we're gonna play a game.
You want to play a game?
We are going to play a game. Now, the choice was 1 or 2 because I only had 1 or 2 games in mind. One of them was going to be GoldenEye Slaps Only.
Oh, I would have loved that. I wish I would have picked
Which
number
was
1.
number 1. And then number 2 is actually going to be Pokemon Stadium mini games.
Aw, shit, baby.
So let me get this started up here. Sorry if there's a lot of noise. And you won't see our face, so let me just turn this on.
Just assume we look beautiful.
Right. Sorry if you hear double sound.
Now I can touch my butt without anyone seeing.
Alright, I think this is me.
Yes, I am number 2.
har.
I'm an adult. I'm freaking out a little bit. What you gonna do?
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm freaking out, man.
Alright, here we go. I keep forgetting what I'm just forgetting
Freaking
what
out, man.
screen to look at.
We just need to raise it up and put goggles on and make it.
Don't mind the emulation here, because it's typically
Wait, this is an emulator? I had no idea.
Oh, you couldn't tell?
I had no idea.
Alright, so we're gonna do Minigame Champion. I don't know how many games this is.
Boop.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yes. Am I to assume that A and B are as you would expect them to be?
Yes, they should be A and B.
Who knew?
Oh, I don't even know what we're doing right now.
What the actual fuck?
But we're just gonna accept. Okay. This is turning out horrible. I don't even know what game we're playing. Okay. Yes. Lots of points. Hit A, clear 2.
Alright.
Now hit A again.
Alright.
I don't know what this is doing.
We got 5.
What is this?
No, see, that's right there. It just says on the screen. Yeah.
Hit A.
Yeah, you're good. Boom.
Okay.
I know this part.
As you can tell, this is a good emulation.
Nailed it.
Alright, so you've never played Pokemon Stadium 2 minigames, correct?
I've never played the second one. I played the shit on the first one.
So this one, basically, what you're going to see is there's going to be an electrode light up, and then you have to hit A or B, depending on which one it's telling you to hit.
Okay.
Alright?
And press the control pad as well.
You want me to minimize it?
Minimize the game.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it would just freeze up. It's all, we got this though. We got this.
Here we go.
But also hold the control pad. Would this be the D-pad?
You can do it with the D-pad. I think it's set up to do it that way. Don't hold me to it.
Right.
But you can use the control stick if you really want to.
There we go.
Oh shit! Oh,
there we go.
I should have put them on the max difficulty. That's when it gets really interesting. I might just have to do that. Because I like when they beat my fucking ass.
Woo! No!
Oh, you want me to make it smaller? Is it too fucking large? Hold on.
So we can do that.
Yeah, we can definitely
Justin
do that.
crushed my Pichu, my Pichu face.
Oh, well, it's doing fine now, from what I can see. I mean, are you
Probably
guys
can't
having...
handle the resolution.
Yeah, most likely. That's fine, though. It's just text.
Oh.
Hold on.
This is now a ROM corruption.
Hold on. We're just gonna do this, okay? I'm just gonna reset this. Don't.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened here.
Alright, we hit the reset button. Boop. Did you ever, fun fact, I actually never played a Pokemon game after the Gold Silver eras. This is as far as I ever got.
Yeah.
How about you? How far did you get in Pokemans?
I think we played the Fire Red stuff, and then Amanda has
Yeah!
some so. Alright, I'm just gonna pick the minigames now.
Let's do it.
We're gonna do
Hopefully we can see that text.
Alright, let's do, where's my favorite one here? Oh, is it not on this one?
Oh, shit,
I'm gonna be upset.
Incoming tears.
Alright, we're just gonna do egg emergency. Hopefully you can see the eggs. Alright, you're just gonna use L and R, which I put as the triggers.
Cool.
When an egg falls, you're gonna try to line it up with her pocket.
I can dig it.
Alright?
Her pocket. What a chance it was to do.
It's a woman. Oh!
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what?
watch out.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, actually.
No, we got this. This is how we learn.
Oh. We used to get really into this game, as far as drinking goes. So, no one wanted to lose this one because we would get so good that it would just be like perfect scores every time. We'd have to go into sudden deaths. Obviously, I know.
Oh, damn, son.
Oh, you're actually doing better than me. Damn, look at you.
Oh, baby.
Go.
I got fucking Pokemon Ninja. Pokemon's Ninja. Oh, I'm still losing though.
Oh. Damn.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Holy shit.
The struggle is real.
Oh!
Oh, we both won. Oh, well,
Fucking
Justin
computer.
beat me, but goddamn. Wow, 85. Was he set at hard difficulty?
Yes, they are now the hardest difficulty.
God damn, it shows.
Alright,
Let's
we're,
not fuck around.
Ooh, Eager Eevee. Yeah, sure, let's do this.
It looks eager. He's got the fire in his eyes.
Are you ready?
Let's see.
So, there's gonna be a thing in the center. We'll play this a couple times so you kind of get a good grasp of it.
We got this.
Okay, so there's a thing in the center when he lifts up. There's gonna be a little monkey guy. When he lifts up, you're gonna want to dash into it
Okay.
to try to collect the fruit.
Okay.
Don't do the big rock guy. He's bad.
Okay.
So it's A to dash, and you can't B to act like you're going to try to fake people out.
Okay. We got this.
Oh, son of a...
Ninja. Son of a ninja.
We'll do the hit one. Fuck! No! Oh!
Ah!
Yes.
I got trigger happy.
Yeah, fuck you. Get the
Nice.
shit out of here, you
Nice.
fucking cocksucker.
Now we're back in the game.
Oh! 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 No! Damn it! No!
Man, Com's taking the lead on that one.
This fucking computer.
Oh wait, final round. Oh, I see. Okay, because the computer can still fuck it up.
And of course. Wow, that reaction.
Man, he just put like
I don't know what this means.
rubbed it in our face.
Of course he gets 3,000 points.
God
He can
damn,
go fuck himself.
you guys crushed me.
Alright, we'll do the Hitmontop game.
Let's do it.
Is this Hitmontop? Yeah, this is Hitmontop.
It has to be.
Topsy-turvy. Use a control stick to strike an opponent, knock your opponent out of the ring.
Rapid spin.
You know what's gonna happen after this?
Rapid.
We're just gonna end up playing fucking Mario Party mini games.
No complaints.
Alright, you fucker.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh shit! I was looking at motherfucking first player like.
No, you're in.
Like
You're in.
Oh
I just
shit!
knocked you out. Okay, yeah.
Alright, we got this. We got
You
this.
come back in.
Alright, nope. We're doing this. We're doing it live.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Oh, we got it. Tell my family I love
hit
them.
anything out. Oh, that fucker.
Oh god, off the screen.
Okay, I knocked myself out. I don't even know if I did
Nailed
that
it.
point.
God, I knocked myself out too. God, I am. Have I ever told you how good I am at video games? I'm so good at video games.
Oh no. Okay, there's 10 seconds left.
Time when
These
men become
computers are
men.
beating our fucking ass.
Beer, 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 beer.
No! No!
Oh man. Just crush it. Have we won any of
No, we
these?
haven't.
God, or like one of
Alright.
us, yeah.
These fuckers.
These fuckers.
We're gonna do the clear cut challenge. This one, there's gonna be a log that drops. You
That's
just
right.
gotta cut the log on the line.
Okay. Press the A button to cut. Alright, yeah. Oh, I see.
Oh,
Nailed
I'm
it.
So fucking late.
Nailed it. So good.
Oh, actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't,
Oh, nice.
It wasn't
That
too
was good.
far off. Oh!
Oh, baby. This is for all the marbles.
Here we go.
Hold on to your dicks.
Whoa! Someone smoked
Fucking
it.
ninja.
Oh, that
Oh,
son
man.
of a bitch.
I will murder your family and everyone who wants love. Sorry. love the suspense.
No, I fucked that one up.
I think we both just shake a little. I'll take a little off the top, please.
Yes. Final cut.
Alright.
Hopefully this fucker on the edge that's really
Final
early.
cut down. Oh!
Shit.
Oh!
I think you got
I
perfect.
think I nailed that shit.
If you get 20 points, I would kill you.
Yes!
Son of a bitch.
That was the last time they ever heard from Alex.
Oh, final cut.
Oh,
Okay, I thought
shit.
that was the...
Oh, fuck. It's super close to the tip. Just the tip. Nope! Nailed it. Nailed that shit. Misery.
Apparently, if you cut under the line, it's actually points. You're not just getting points taken off.
Now I know.
Alright.
God damn. Fucking
You choose
CPU.
whatever one you want. Which one you want to go to? I don't know if you can actually control it.
People were saying the furret.
Oh,
Furret it is.
Furt's Furlong. Frolic. I don't know what to say.
Furlong. A lot of fur. My furlong,
Yeah.
ladies.
Oh, press the C. Oh, this is actually going to be incredibly difficult.
Good.
Because the C-pad is your right thumbstick. Press
Good.
the C control pad to move to the grass, release to move back to the
Wait,
center.
no, it's just the regular control pad, right?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay.
To move on the grass.
Never mind. My bad. I was
We're good. We're good, dog.
Alright, let's do it.
To move back.
Oh, okay. Oh,
So,
okay. Oh, yeah, I knocked that into his. God damn it. Oh.
I'm assuming we need to knock it into ours. Our
Yeah,
own.
yes, we do. And they are fucking winning.
God damn. Yeah, I'm assuming it's the direction that you're facing is where it'll hit.
Go,
God damn.
go
God
away! Go away! Oh, I have to hit A. My
Oh, that's okay. We're so good at games! Oh, come on, it was so close. These CPUs, they're cheating, man. They're using hacks. Yeah, there's one. Or, ooh, it's two. A two-fer. Shit, nope. I'm just...
Go.
This is for discrimination.
Yes!
Get
Yes!
Yeah, get that shit in there. Yeah.
I tried.
Hey, we tied though.
We did. Oh, that was oddly
Whew.
difficult because I didn't understand what was
Sweating.
All right. Yes, this is my favorite game of all time. You have to count the Pokemon that pass by,
Oh god.
but only count the ones that they say. And then the CPU is gonna fucking fake you out
Yep.
because they're gonna hit the buzzer way
Yep.
after they're gone.
Uh-huh.
Like, tick, 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 tick.
That's what they do.
You don't know if they're correct or
Yeah.
not, so just count what it says.
With the A button?
Yes.
Okay. 17. Yep.
Were there Pichus in there?
I don't know.
I got 6. Fucking right.
Nice.
Diglett. Okay, he looks fucking
What
fucked
the
up.
shit? Oh, okay.
Hold on! Hold on!
Hold the fucking
This
phone.
fucker! Alright, Doug, be you bitch. Okay, they're already hitting way too many.
They just know how many there are just by default. By virtue of them being
I'm gonna say it's 5. We both got
Yep.
5. Look at that. Money.
money dollars.
Alright, Dodrio.
Ah, shit.
I hope they're only Dodrios.
Bam, 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 bam. Go duos, yeah.
Boom!
Number game is strong, my man.
Oh, we gotta count all the Pokemon now.
God damn. Oh, what? Oh, nope. Fuck this. I'm out. Later. I'm leaving. Bam, bam.
God damn it, Slugma, get the fuck out of here. He's so shit!
These CPU are off the fucking chain. One of us fucked up.
26, 24, 23.
Oh! Nope, stop. Yes!
Yeah, look at
First
that!
time! First time I won one. God
Yes.
damn. That,
Alright.
that one was fucking hard.
We will do one more.
Let's round it out.
And to round this out, maybe. Which one do you want to do? Okay, we got Barrier Ball. We can do Roll In, Roll Out, Rampage Roll Out. We can do Delibird Delivery. We don't. I'm not doing Tumbling Toad because I fucking hate that game. Or Gutsy Gullbat. I don't know which one that is.
I have no idea what any of these
You
are.
just choose.
And what was the one you did not want to do? Oh, yeah, fuck that. Let's do Rolling Rampage.
Rampage
Rolling,
Rollout. Alright. Use the control pad and run around the track. First person to complete 9 laps wins.
Press the A button to leave a fucking rock dusting fart.
Yes. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, wait.
Oh, God.
How do you roll? How do you leave a fart? Oh,
A button?
shit, you fucked.
Oh, so you don't want to sit behind somebody.
No.
Your fart tornadoes are too strong.
No, you asshole.
God, these fuckers are standing. Oh, and they persist. That's kind of nice. So ideally, they'll like hit it the next time around. Ah, God damn it.
I'm losing.
You're hitting all of us with your fart tornadoes, though. Ah! Fuck you and your farts. Fuck you. Final lap. God, this is pitiful. Oh! Gotta go fast.
Roll out!
Oh!
Roll out, Alex!
Transform and roll out! Oh, third place, yeah. Sadness. Well, that was a shitty way to end
That
it,
was shitty.
but that's representative of this
Yes.
crazy CPU level of difficulty. My God.
There'll be another challenge next week, Alex.
I can only assume what awaits. My body is surely not ready. What you can't see is the excessive flop sweat from how intense that was.
Yes. Alright, sorry
smell
it's so dark. What the fuck? Hold on, we're gonna get more light. More light's coming in.
Let there be light! Praise the sun!
I don't even know if that did anything.
It
Just
helped.
lit up my face a little bit.
Yep.
Yes, but if you guys want us to play any other game, you can always just
challenge.
let us know.
Yeah.
And me and Alex will do a game challenge every single week.
Yep.
Where
And I will get my ass crushed by CPU every goddamn
Every time.
Every goddamn
Every time.
time.
So yeah, absolutely. Any game. I actually almost bought Spelunky for myself and told you to play with me.
Oh man, you don't do that to my heart, Justin. You know,
I
I
just-
love that game more than life itself.
Yes.
And just
We
hearing,
almost-
hearing those words.
We almost did Spelunky.
Yes. Next time, or some future time.
Some future time.
Some time in the
And
future.
Yes, Chimpin, we must construct additional pylons.
All the pylons. You have to say it in all caps though, or else
Yes.
it doesn't count.
Or actually,
Or something.
the other night Eric did say he must construct additional pythons. More snakes.
I mean, these pylons are gonna build themselves, man. What the fuck you want me to do? Hey, forget about it. Hey,
So,
God,
what time are we at? You feel like it's a good time to wrap up? What do you think?
You know, this is probably a good time. We've probably been going for like more than an hour, as we are wont to do.
Yeah, we
Sometimes.
always do. Thanks for everyone for sticking around. It was awesome.
More pylons. There we go. Eric's got it.
And yeah, Destruction Derby 64. I will absolutely play. That game is fucking awesome.
Holy shit, that game. That
So
game
yeah,
brings me back.
I will definitely do that. I can
Nice.
get that emulator and we'll do that. So, hi, is Champ there? Who's Champ? Who is Champ?
Oh man.
Thanks for everybody for sticking around.
Yeah,
it was
man.
an awesome time. I
This
had
is
a good
good
time.
ass stream. We had at one point we had 8 people.
We did have 8
in the
people.
chat. That is unheard of.
And it was blowing up.
It was
from 2 people.
and they were blowing it up for us, and I commend their upblowing.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
And that was his name.
Yes.
That's all the French people say. That's all they say. That's all they know how to say. They're like Pokemans.
Right.
Pokemans.
Yes.
Excellent.
But
Good stream.
Good stream.
Good stream. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you next week on Tuesday. Is the current plan.
Indeed. Thank you all. Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Have a good night.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
Thank you. Hi. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.